Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Let's start another day in American Truck Simulator. Starting our live stream on this Wednesday, October 29th, 7:53 a.m. So I'm before 8 a.m. Yay. Welcome if you're joining the live stream right now. Hello, Nick. That was fast. Scancar. Hello. Good morning, George Page. 7438. Joining the live stream. Get cozy. Put your seatbelts on. Put inside the truck as we wait a couple more people to join. Go. And I don't know where we are as per usual. Have you guys seen that old TV series called Quantum Leap? There was this guy, he would go back in time travel kind of stuff in a different body. And he would always start the new episode in, a very unusual situation. A place that he doesn't know, with people he don't know. And he don't know what he has to do. Kind of like I feel when I start live streaming. I always start the live stream and I'm like, I don't know if I have something to deliver, and I don't, apparently. So here I am in Quantum Leap. Matt Walter, good morning, man. So we are off. That's a good question. Let's get our I forgot to get the truck simulator started. I mean the GPS started. So let's see, where am I? In the virtual world of Corpus Christi, Texas. We're in Texas. Yes, sir, Texas. We are in the Lone Star State. Let me get things ready to go. Yeah, and we're gonna be driving somewhere that that fell. It took a while. Been hanging there forever. It's about time. First. Yeah, this thing is good, but not that great. And I'm always afraid to push too hard here and kind of break my vent. I don't want to break it. Good. I don't know. There we go. Let's see. Well, it's been hanging there for a good while now. What? As it should be, and I can't see where's the charger. There we go. Hey, Slow Lane Productions, how you doing, man? My phone holder fell here. How you doing today? Yeah. Were you able to go live stream yesterday? I saw you had some kind of trouble with your power supply, right? Let's find a place to go here while we talk. Yeah. Let's get some freight delivered, guys. All right, so we're gonna go to, let's take this propane. Gonna be a short trip to Laredo, Texas. Laredo. Hi, did you not get a chance yet to do the video wiring the entire dashboard and everything? Mr. Nobody, it's not that easy and fast. If you've seen my tutorial on the construction of the build, you know how detailed I am. That's a problem, and that's a good thing, and that's a bad thing. Because I really want to teach you guys the best way I can, so I started recording it, but I'm not close to finishing it. So, and the problem is I'm one of those people that start several things at the same time, and not everything I finish like quickly, but I always finish them. It's just that I have too many things to do, and I'm trying to, juggle life, full-time job, family, daughter. I'm a den leader at the Scout, my local Scout. I'm a content creator. I'm a live streamer. There's so many things. I'm trying, man. I promise I am. So let's get started here. Why not was the same burning up amps. I got the power supply working. Awesome, dude. Oh, thank God, man. What happened to it? Did it just fry? Yeah, man. I promise, Mr. Nobody, yeah, and I am the kind of person that really gets, like, it gives me anxiety when I don't finish stuff. It really does. But I also need to find, you know, that balance between, like, doing what I love and also, you know, doing what I have to. And I know, for instance, I could be working on that video right now in the morning, but I like to play. Oh man, so I like to play, and that is an issue. Oh, we're right here. This is where the cargo is that I just selected. Cool. Be close. Let me lower the volume. I think the music is a little loud. All right, let's take that Laredo cargo. Take job. So welcome to the live stream. If you're joining right now, we are in Texas, and we are about to get some cargo here, some propane tank, and bring it over to Texas. I mean, we are in Texas already, so we're just gonna be driving around Texas a little more. And I'm trying to find, where is my cargo? Oh, right there. I see the little arrow on my left. There you go. Right ahead, behind that 3M trailer right there. So double tap to like the live stream, guys. It helps a lot the channel. I'm trying to grow, and that is always hard. I'm no Mr. Beast. Oh, let me stop gotta stop the robot. I have a robot that cleans my house, you know, one of those vacuum cleaners. But I've had some issues with my Power Slow Lane Productions. That thing, when it goes back to the base, it's in the same circuit as this, and I don't know, that is just the breaking point of my circuit breaker. When it goes back to the base, it will start, you know, self-cleaning, and the damn thing will just knock my circuit breaker out in my room here. Let's back this baby up. Mr. Nobody, you're more into dirt oval racing. Oh, that is a lot of fun, man. On iRacing, so looking to get a race car gauge channel, I would like to add to my rig. That's super cool, dude. Yeah, I like oval racing. That's a lot of fun, especially the dirt circuit. I remember when I lived in Georgia, that was something very popular there, and it's a lot of fun. I like racing as well. It's just that for live streaming, for me, it's complicated. I'm not one of those streamers that want to just live stream and people, you know, be quiet, focused. So it's just a preference thing. I like to talk to you guys, and I like to enjoy my sim rig. So we got a trailer. Let's get going. Gabe man, is it real? What do you mean crash? Already? Yeah, so I crashed the vehicle already, guys. You guys are fine. Limited breakers, it's my life story. Dude, don't tell me about it, man. I gotta get a electrician here. I think I have 15 amps in this room. I need 20. I need 20 amps in my life. Plane runner, are all the instruments in sync, or did they have 1 or 2 second delay? Oh, they don't have any delay. If anything, they have like microseconds delay. Like you can tell by the RPMs, but there's another thing, like with the RPM gauge, the problem with the speed it goes up, it's just that it's usually not prepared to go up like that in the real car. Like Volvo knows their engine, and they didn't program to move that fast. Oh, that's nice. South Africa. Pretty cool, man. I got a bunch of people that watch me from South Africa. That's a lot of fun, man. You can fix the delay. Everything is calibrated. Yes, sir. There's just a few microseconds delay. That's a hard one to fix, but yeah, you can fix it. Especially SimHub, you can get like the paid version, you can get a little faster. Yeah, there is room. I think you could. But I'm no electrician, and there's one thing that's my like kryptonite is electricity. I don't usually like, I'll deal with 12 volts when I'm, you know, building the climate control thing and I'm wiring like the gauge clusters. Like this one here is powered by 12 volts, and I'm almost going off the road here. So this BMW one is 12 volts. And this is easy. I mean, I'm not worried about 12 volts powering, but whenever I go to the wall and the house and things that will actually, you know, be fire hazards, I am concerned. So I do things very by the book. I do have 2 UPS units here. I need a third one to protect my streaming PC. But, you know, that's something that I'll get eventually. Marcos, hello, man. Thank you, NNEEII. I don't know how to say your name, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're driving around Texas here. We're in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we're going to go to Laredo. And we're taking this propane tank right here. And this beautiful Volvo that I'm waving in and out of the road here because I apparently can't drive if I'm not sitting inside a cockpit here. Yeah, 12. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it, man. Plane Runner, how much did it cost you as well with the electricians and all of that? So I spent about $700 here in the rig itself. So not talking about the triple TVs, not talking about the computer, only the rig, the physical part that makes my simulator special. Because if you think about this, this is just a fancy table, a very fancy table. So it's a car interior built on a wooden structure and powered by 12 volts and a bunch of Arduinos. This isn't a gist. You can actually see what an Arduino is, and I got this one here right for this. So this is an Arduino, and that makes this gauge cluster here work as I'm driving with my my niece here. And this is an Arduino, and it powers most of my sim rig here. In the sense of making buttons work and stuff, this is what makes it work. We're gonna take a right here. Ooh. Dude, it was a stop for you, man. Hate those people. Those NPCs, man. I'm telling you, dude. Bit Deadly, I'm pretty good, man. How about yourself? Golf R Guy. No, man, it costs a lot less than a car, dude. Cars are real money pits. Especially because if you are aware of how cars work, just a second, guys. So if you guys know how cars work, I mean, it's just not just the car. You have to buy fuel. You have to buy tires. You have to change oil, and it will break, guys. It will break eventually, especially if you're doing what I do. Like if you go on a racetrack, it'll break. And trust me, I've owned a track car in the past, and I did a lot of track time, and it is a money pit. You gotta buy safety harness. You gotta buy fire extinguisher. You gotta pay for the track time you're using. You can't drive every day. The track will be used sometimes for events. Then you gotta do a bunch of stuff. Like you gotta get a trailer because some track cars are not road legal. You can get them road legal, but then they're very uncomfortable. Like the track car that I had was gutted, and it didn't have the whole interior. It was just you know, with the tube, the cage around, and that was expensive to install. It's just a money pit. A simulator, on the other hand, I spent once and I play 2 hours every single day. It doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's sunny, if Florida brings us a hurricane. I mean, it does matter because if there's a hurricane, sometimes we lose power, but that's another topic. All right, let's see more questions here. Yeah, and then there's the risk of real driving. You can get hurt. TGA in the house, man. How you doing, dude? Been a while since I've been in the TGA, dude. I'm good, man. How about yourself, man? All right, guys, please double tap to like the live stream. It does not hurt you. It does not cost you anything. It helps a lot the channel. I do have a widescreen version if you guys are interested. Lolo, thank you for the heart, me, and the rose. I'm sorry I missed it as I was answering questions. I'm so sorry. But thank you. I do appreciate you. Download the car mod you got to the build base off, and then you look a lot better. Aviation Dreamliner. Man, I do have the same car, but I'm just driving a truck today. And that's one of the beauties of sim racing. You can drive whatever. You don't have to abide by the rules, as we are using our Jake brake here. We don't have a Jake brake in the car. Yeah, and there's no taxes, there's no inspections, there's no maintenance. I don't have to change oil. If anything, I have to reset the service light every few miles. That guy did not stop, and there's no stop sign there, but it says yield to us. May I ask, why not just work as a trucker, plain runner? Because that doesn't make any sense, man. It's about the equivalent of you telling a gamer that plays Call of Duty to just join the army. There's a car here. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna just stay there? All right. And because I'm a gamer, I'm playing. This is a hobby, dude. I enjoy the challenge of making the buttons work and connecting everything on the gauge cluster, and you know, like, and driving whatever. If I want to go to Nordschleife, I'll go to Nordschleife. The fact that I live stream trucks is just because I like to talk to you guys. And we're clear on both sides here. Let's stop at the gas station here. As you guys can tell, I have no fuel, and the fuel gauge on the Volvo works. Unlike the BMW one here, the BMW needs a resistor. I don't know why BMW didn't do everything CAN bus. Like the Volvo here is everything CAN bus, so everything comes from the gain. On the BMW, you can erase the fuel light, but it's with a resistor. It's pretty annoying. Right here, let's turn off the engine. Let's put the parking brake on. And now if you notice, the fuel here, it's empty, and I have the light on. Now, and also you can see I have 300 miles to an empty tank right here. And those things are going to go up because I'm going to start fueling it up as I press the button back in the steering wheel. There you go. Oh, that's not a rude question, Plane Runner. And I'm sorry if it came across as a rude answer. I didn't mean to do that, Plane Runner. I'm basically just telling you, it's a hobby. It's different. Like, one could work as a trucker, but I do have a full-time job, and I work from home. It's pretty convenient. And now the fuel light is off, and it's going to full. It takes a minute to go up because, as you know, in cars, it uses an average. So the gauge cluster is programmed in its EEPROM to understand, like, it takes a few seconds to understand where the fuel is. Otherwise, as you drive around, fuel in the real car would go around, and the needle will be moving like this if it's instantaneous. Get a V50 T5 track car. I'm more of a S60R fella, but I do think the V50... Oh, wow, got crowded real quick here. Really? It got really crowded here, fellas. Let's get going. I think I can squeeze through. All right. Coming through. I never seen that. That's a first. And I gotta be careful because the trailer there was kind of in the way. Go around here. You make a video on how to make one. Sean, yes, I did. I do have a very detailed tutorial on my channel. And I am making a video now about the controllers. Like, how do you get the buttons to work? Every single button here works. And it's a pretty simple method. I'm using arduinos. Arduinos are the brain of the whole system here. So, yeah, it's definitely possible. So we're going to take a right. What's the size of your main monitor? DVL pair. So all three monitors are the same size. So you can see here the right one and the left one and the center one. They're all 65-inch TVs. They're 4K, 65-inch, 120 hertz TVs. They're from the brand TCL. And I think the brand is like Q7. I think it's 70. Q70. And they work pretty well. They're cheap TVs. This is not like a $1,000 TV. I spent $650, I think, when they were new, and then I broke my left one day when I was moving things around, I broke the screen and I had to buy a new one, and that was cheaper because I was able to find it, and it was like $550, but still. People really be asking why not just get a whole new occupation. Realistically, people use Sims for fun, not gonna die if you split lanes or have thousands of it's funny when they do that. And also they don't realize I'm a content creator. If I just had a car, what's my key difference? What is my differentiation here? If I'm just driving a car, you guys would go like whip, just kind of scrolling through, because I'm just driving a car. I'm driving a simulator, a fully functional simulator that I coded, that I made every single button do something. And I can do whatever with the buttons I have here. I can turn them into keystrokes. I can turn them into joystick button press. And that is the challenge of a hobby. You know, like if you have a hobby, you know what I mean. You're always gonna try to get the best you can out of the hobby. Like if you're a woodworker, you want to get the new fancy, you know, table saw with the saw stop system. Or if you are a bike rider, you want to ride faster with a DI2 shifter. It's just you know how hobbies goes. And yeah, they look great, man. I gotta say, I was very surprised when I got the TVs. They're QLED, so they're not OLED. But the fact that they're 4K, they do have HDR10, so they work with Windows, you know, HDR10 system. They have 120 Hertz, which is more than enough if you're playing sim racing. I'm not playing Battlefield 6 or Call of Duty here. If I want to do that, I'm going to go to the monitor I have in the back, which is connected to this computer, and you can watch about my complete streaming setup. I posted a video a few days ago, and that's how I do it. I just have a very long cable that goes there, and it just works. Why not Uber and make more money? And then again, man, you guys are so focused on limitations. And who's to tell you I don't make money here? I make money here, man. Every single day when I'm live streaming. There's ads, there's super chats, there's gifts that I get on TikTok. And why would I go out Uber if I have to work about 10 a.m.? I would go 2 hours Ubering. How many rides can I make? Like 2? And why would I do that? Why would I take my real Volvo for a ride on Uber? It doesn't make any sense, guys. I don't understand why you keep coming with these questions of like, why don't you get a job to earn money? I have a job that pays me very well, that I earn money. I work from home, and I have a hobby. So it's not so hard to understand, I think. But maybe I'm just biased because I'm living the situation here. Am I right? 1870. How much I spent for this setup? So $700. You can buy the whole rig. You can buy car parts here in the US. If you go to a junkyard, that's the pick and pull junkyard. It's like $20 to get a gauge cluster like this BMW one, and it's $20 if you buy the BMW or if you buy the Volvo. If you go to a pick and pull, they do not care what car it came from. You bring your tools, you take a few screws out, and that's yours for about $20-25. It depends on it. Second time it falls. Oh, just keep it. Without, I'll fix it later because I think I broke my connector here. Broke my USB connector. Dang it. Okay. I have another one. That's just the adapter. Yeah. So it's pretty cheap if you go to a junkyard, and you'll pay about $300 in car parts. The interior is pretty cheap. People don't buy the interior. And then you go to a hardware store and you buy wood, you buy metal if you want to solder the wheelbase to the cockpit. You buy carpet. It's funny because it's actually expensive, the carpet. I spent about $100 in wood. I spent about $100 in carpet. So $400 will get you the hardware parts that you need. And then Arduinos that make the buttons work, those are cheap. Those are like dirt cheap. You can buy them on AliExpress for like $25 will get you 5 Arduino Micro Pros. And they are pretty cheap. Hey, BB Toe, how you doing, man? Opinion on the V60 T6 P3, so the P3 generation. I'm not a big fan of the P3, but I do like the V60 T6 or the Polestar, the blue one. I love that one. I think it's a pretty cool car. But I don't know, I was never a big fan of the P3 generation. And that's the only generation that I never owned of Volvo. I never owned a P3. I have the P2, I've owned the P80, and I have two SPA platforms, which are the brand new ones. The Volvo S60, I think, was 2019 forward, or 2018 forward. I don't recall right now when they released it. Bingo shoot, it's green. What is green, man? Christopher, thank you, man. That's a big compliment. Yeah, I'm not driving for real. I'm driving on my simulator here and just having fun on my fully functional Volvo. You know, have buttons here that work, even the wipers. And I do have fun teaching people how to build one. So if you're interested, you can check out my channel. Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. I do have videos on my channel teaching you guys how to build one of these. I do have a video on the steering wheel, the Apple CarPlay, all that good stuff. Yes, S60R, man, they are pretty underrated, dude. Aaron Music, this is called American Truck Simulator. So it's called American Truck Simulator, and there's an European version of this game as well called Euro Truck Simulator. A C30 T5 Stage T3, dude, that's nervous. T5 is a very good engine for that, man. And the C30 is a very cool platform. Oh, I missed the stop here. I wanted to stop here for to turn into daylight. Driving into daylight is a little better for you guys to see what's going on. But, you know. Oh, gotcha, Nick. It's green for the planet? Yeah, I think so. You'd say so. Bruh, Chungus. I spent about $700 on the rig itself. Hey, GT7 guy, how you doing, man? I'm always happy that you stopped by to say hello, but when are you gonna stay, man? We gotta talk more, dude. But I hope you're having a fantastic day so far, dude. Is it realistic for the wheel to vibrate this much when the truck is still? I noticed when you were refueling. Very honest with you, Plane Runner, I don't know. From some videos I've seen of older trucks, I've seen the wheel like going shaking a lot. But I don't know, man. I need a trucker in the chat to tell me. I never asked a trucker. There's been a few truckers here and there that stop by and say hello. But I don't know. I never asked that. Does the horn work on the wheel? Yes, it's not on the wheel anymore because I removed the airbag. And so the airbag had the little thing here that touched the control. Those, like, you can see the button here. This button here was a, like one of the negatives for the horn in the real car. So as I removed it, it's a little harder. I could, I think, do it. But what I do is I have the turn stock, the turn signal. And the turn signal has a button on the very tip like this, like a button. And then I use that button for the horn. It's just easier, you know, it didn't take that long to program. And BB Toe, there you are again, man. Why am I not answering? I don't even know what question am I not answering to, dude. Good day, mate, from Melbourne, Australia. Nice, Stafford. So good evening to you, man. Hope you had a fantastic day. Alright, that's cool. Thanks for showing the wheel controls. Oh, no problem, man. I like showing. So, like, for instance, this is the... You were here, I think, so you saw. But this is the BMW, from the BMW E60 that I have. And I need to turn here with my knees. And I'm gonna go, like... And I'm gonna crash. Nope. There you go. Look, that's skills. So this is the Arduino Uno that makes everything work on the gauge cluster. So this thing here has what we call a CAN bus hat, and the CAN bus will talk car language and makes all the little details on the gauge cluster work. Essentially, that is pretending to be the central computer of the car, so it will just make it work. Train a geek. I think I gotta take Is exit here? Yeah. That dash looks like a lot my 2007 V70P2. Seems like a pain to change bulbs, though. And to answer your question, nope, the wheel doesn't vibrate that much. Okay, thank you, Train Geek. Yeah, so this one is not even a pain to change the bulbs. It's impossible. On the V70 2007 and on this one, because this is 2005 forward, the LEDs on the gauge cluster are all soldered. Here, however, it's not that hard. It's just a pain, like you said, because in order to get the climate control out, you do need to remove the radio and the whole center thing here, the center stack. You need to remove everything. Saw your sim build shorts, and it took a while to build. Yes, Eagle, it did take a while because I've been working on this thing for about 3 years now. But if you watch my tutorial on my channel, and do I have to go straight? I think so. I think straight ahead. If you watch my tutorial, I think you're going to be able to build it in like less than a month, depending on how serious you take it, right? Like, are you going to work on the weekend? Are you going to work during the day? I don't know. How's your day, Mr. Streamer? I'm pretty good, man. How about yourself, man? Hello to Denmark. Hello, man. Oh, I love that I have people from all over the world joining the live stream, guys. Double tap to like the live stream. That's a lot of fun. And I love having you guys here as passengers. No, this is a Volvo T cab, Matt. Okay, so I didn't get your question again, BB. I don't know if you asked it again, but... Slow Lane Productions, thank you for answering. Guys, go check Slow Lane Productions. He is the GOAT. He has a... You like the Volvo? You're gonna love his Honda Civic. He's got a Honda Civic, and he's a little crazier than me. Don't tell him I said that. But Slow Lane Productions actually put the, you know, the doors. He has a backseat on his... I have a passenger. He's got the backseat. Everything looks good except the RPM. Oh, so Slow Lane answer you. It's not off. It's calibrated. Talking about headlamps, sure doesn't seem like a 5-minute job. No, man, it's not. Did I go in the wrong place? No. The sign is on the other way. I think this is the right way. Watching from Texas. Oh, love that, Spider. We are in Texas. We are just arriving in Laredo, Texas. Laredo. And we're stopping by the security gate here as we go through. Don't forget to double tap to like the live stream, guys. I do have a tutorial on how to build this. And essentially, if you're curious, yes, the gauge cluster works. This is a BMW gauge cluster that also works, and it uses an Arduino. So I see a lot of new folks here joining the live stream. This is an Arduino. This is the tool that makes all this magic work. And I do have a different steering wheel. So I have this BMW steering wheel, for instance, that works also on the simulator. But if you're curious, just check the videos. We're gonna stop here and we're gonna park this baby. And where do you want it? Okay, I don't think that's gonna be a very hard parking. I hope I don't bite my tongue. So we're gonna park somewhere, let me show you guys, over there. There is a parking spot right there. I see on the map, so we'll know in a second. Thank you, guys. How did you get the gauges to work? J-Phase. So as I showed quickly, that Arduino is what makes everything work, man. Do you have a working R? Or wait, I don't want to get it the whole dash out of the car in your house. Yeah, I do have a working R. My Volvo S60R is in my garage, safe and sound. It has about 100,000 miles. However, to be very honest with you, I do have to change my engine on it. I do have a problem with my engine. The previous owner tuned, you know, like crap. And the rod bearings spun on it. So we're going to park right here. U-turn here. Hello from Russia. Privyet. Oh, we got the glitch. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Oh, that's a first. Usually when it come out and go back in, it stops. There we go. What direct drive am I using? I'm using the Fanatec Clubsport DD with 12 Newton meters. We're gonna just go around here because the parking spot right there. We're gonna like do this. I think that'll be enough. I can kind of see in my rear view mirror because I do have a triple TV setup here in case you guys are wondering. You can see the rear view mirror here and on the other side as well. It's 7:30 p.m. for you. Here is 8:30 a.m. Is that an S60R V70R, Sam? Yes, it is. All right. Moving here into the parking spot. I think I'm pretty well aligned. I can see on that little rear view mirror over there as well, in case you guys are wondering, but I do have the big one. So pretty much just backing in straight now. Greetings to Germany and Poland border. That's nice. What sim is that? GB does stuff. This is a Volvo S60R, man. Am I using some mods? Yes, I am using a few mods. I'm using like real physics, real lights, real brands. I do have the Waze little thing here working, and I do need to go forward a little bit here. Just a little off. There we go. I don't want to hit the other trailer. Is this pre-recorded, Dia? Yes, it is pre-recorded. You caught me. I travel from the future, especially now that we're in the Back to the Future month. I do that. I take my DeLorean, actually my Volvo, and I go back to the future. And I know you were gonna say that. Pretty good. We're backing up here. James Solver, pretty good, man. How about yourself? All right, and we missed the trailer by this much. I'm so close on to hit it. It was a lot of work to set up, man. Yes, it was. A lot of people think that it's hard. It's not hard. It's a lot of work. This is what it is. Hello from Liverpool. Oh, that's so cool. That's where Titanic was registered. Oh, that's all crooked. Let's fix this thing. I don't want you guys thinking that I can't park this truck. Hello to South Africa. It's 2:30 a.m. PM, I think, right? 14:30, that's PM. All right, we're backing up again. Now it's gonna be nice and straight. Let's a little more. Turn. Why isn't she turning? There you go. I think now it's pretty straight. There you go. And now to just get the trailer off, you just press this button here. A lot easier in the game than in real life, I'm sure. Am I using some map combos or just a default SCS maps? Just a default, man. I got all the DLCs, but we are just using the default. Let's get a new job since we're here. Let's get some trip here from Laredo to where? We got one here in Texas. We've been driving a lot in Texas. We'll take it. That's fine. Thank you guys for hitting that like button and subscribing. Don't forget, I do have tutorials on my channel. So if you are interested, I am going to make and release the tutorial on how to get the gauge cluster working. This is how it looks like. This is a BMW, obviously, but I did build a BMW E60 using the same methods you see on my tutorial. This is an Arduino Uno with the CAN bus shield on top. And I know I'm repeating myself because there's new folks joining every minute. But if you are interested, just don't forget to double tap to like the live stream and subscribe. Let me see more questions. The dashboard, is that real? Sinking Ninja, yes sir. 100% solid, real dashboard from a Volvo S60R. Would you get a V70R for a bargain, but it's not right-hand side UK? But it's right-hand side. Dude, that'd be fun. I saw a V70 that was right-hand side here. Not a 850, sorry. 850 T5R. And that was a super dope car. I would. I mean, if it was a bargain, heck yeah. How did you build your setup? Shush, Yamush. I have a tutorial on my channel, so if you're interested, you can check it out. It's a 45-minute long tutorial. I go in depth, and that's why I'm taking so long to get the electronics tutorial out. As you guys noticed already, when I answer questions, I go in depth in the answers. I can't just answer vaguely. I usually go in detail. David, welcome back, man. Come on, open it up. Open the sesame. Thank you guys for subscribing and also liking the live stream. It helps a lot. It's so hard to get views on YouTube these days, so I really appreciate when you guys support the channel. Even though it doesn't cost you anything, you can like, you can subscribe. That will be always free. If I want to buy it, I want to sell it to me right now. Sorry, man, I can't sell it. George, man, it's me. There's hood mirrors useless. I'm using a 55-inch. They're not useless. I kind of use them. The hood mirrors are very useful for me because, man, it's unfortunate because I can't show you on the left. On the right, let me show you quickly here. On the right TV, I can see on that. Let me zoom in here on my. Go down here. You see the rear view mirror right there? This part here, I can see on this side, but because of the geometry of the simulator, I can't really see the one on the left here. You can't see, but it's below here. And the problem is, so this makes the center one, this little hood one, very useful. So we're gonna take the cargo that I need, and I need to stop for a rest because it's like 11 p.m. in the game, and I don't like to drive at night. David, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Thank you, man. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, dude. I really do, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, the fuzzy dice, dude. When I saw that they had a mod for that, I was like, I gotta have it. There is a little like chainsaw also that goes there, but I thought it was like a little weird. It was too little. We're gonna stop for a nap and we're gonna miss that cargo, but that's all right because I like to turn it daylight. I think it's better. Volvo S60R dash, yes sir. Relapse Kitty, yes. What's the name of the car? Volvo S60R, like relapse cassette. Police, are you guys gonna call on me?
7-9 Adam, this is Central BCC. Multiple SWAT units responding code 3 to CP at 127th and Adelaide. Barricade situation.
But everything has a price, bro. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I do have another simulator in my garage, and the BMW E60. Eventually, I am going to sell them. So, absolutely. So let's stop here for a quick rest. Put the parking brake on, set the engine off, and then leap. Good driver. I love driving at night, Texas Red. I really do. The only thing with driving at night in the game is that you got look how better you guys can see the outside world. I do it because of you guys. See how thoughtful I am? And it's starting to rain here, so we need to turn on our wipers. Not a very strong rain, but oh, let's get a new job because that one is lost. It was a 7-hour drive, but I'm pretty sure I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. So maybe we'll take what? No, I don't want to take that. Let's take the school bus to New Mexico. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a school bus to New Mexico. Let's go. Let me know what is the model of the simulator, and I'll buy it here. It's, well, that I know you can't even tell a price, man, because there's nobody who builds it there. You need to buy it from somebody that makes it like me, or you gotta find somebody that's, you know, like DIY and can follow my tutorial, and then you can build it one there. And you know, that's okay, because my goal here is not, obviously I want to make money, you know, everybody wants to make money, but I'm not looking into making a living out of building these. If it makes sense, I'm looking into making a living out of sharing how to build one of these. So I would prefer to become like a big YouTuber, sharing my tutorials, than selling it, if it makes sense, because I want to enable people to build it. That's what I want to do. Do you drive for a living? No, I don't, man. I work in an office. I gotta wait that car. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sam. I guess you're using the 65 TV. Yes, I'm using a 65 TV, 65 inch, because the width of the dashboard is 53 inches, and the only TV that actually covers it is the 65 inch. I mean, you can go bigger, but then it's gonna be some leftover to the sides. The 65 inch TV fits perfectly, like exactly the size and the width of the dashboard here. So that's why I do recommend people, when they build, to use a 65 inch. You can use a smaller one by all means, but if you use a smaller one and you want to have a triple TV like I do, or a triple monitor setup, the monitor here in the center, if it's smaller, it's going to turn by the side of the passenger, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, like cutting in half here, as I'm almost going off the road. And I missed my gear there. From 1 to 10, how reliable is the S60R, Marcus? I'd say 8. The one problem with the S60R is the cylinder head cracks sometimes. So that is a big issue. Other than that, it's a pretty reliable car. It doesn't have like a major flaw. The transmission is pretty good. The electronic system is pretty good on its car. Like, the suspension will have some issues here and there, but you know, it's a suspension. It lasts for a few years, and you do have to change it. Why I'm asking you to come here? Oh, you're asking me to come there. I'd love to go there, man. I got a full-time job, man. I'd have to get a vacation, a long vacation. Make an insane offer, man, and maybe we'll talk. Let's stop here. Thank you, the VR pilot. What do you fly, man? I love flying, dude. I am almost done with my pilot's license. Flying the Cessna 150. Can't wait to take that check ride, man. All right, where is the trail? Oh, right here. I see the school bus already. What do you do professionally? So professionally, I work with market research. And I work from home. It's a home office environment. This is the bus I'm taking. More reach is here in Dubai for your YouTube also. Yeah, I bet. Dubai seems great. I've seen a lot of videos and stuff. What truck brand do I use in the game, David? I'm using a Volvo. I don't think that's a big surprise, right? Let me show you. That's my beautiful Volvo VNL 2014. And here's how I connect the trailer. So I just press this button here and it connects. I'm a student pilot. I'm not a pilot yet. I have 70 hours. I think I'm over 70 hours on a Cessna 150. And I did my solo cross-country flight, so I'm very proud of that. It's something I really enjoy. It was a childhood dream of mine, and I'm not planning to become like a commercial pilot and do like professionally, but I am planning to go for those $100 burgers that people talk about. You know, when you fly like for a couple hours, stop in an airport, eat a burger, and then you fly back home. That's what I'm trying to do. How's the force feedback feel on steering wheel? It's pretty good, man. It's a 12 Newton meters from Fanatec, and it works pretty well. It gives a good feedback, and this game has a surprisingly good force feedback. Especially when you're going off-road, when you're delivering something and you have to go a little bit off-road. It's very interesting how realistic. Oh, an A320. Oh, I love Airbus, man. I have a friend on my Instagram that is building, here in Tampa, is building a Boeing 737 with real parts. Those are not simulator parts. Real Boeing parts. And it's insane. He just got the first inaugural flight, like last week, I think. He even got the HUD, like the projection HUD system on his simulator. That's insane. Are you just looking for PPL? Yes. No, CPL, man. Just PPL. Just for even and just VFR. I'm not even looking to get an instrument rating. I just want to be able to take one of those beautiful Florida mornings, go for a flight, enjoy the weather, you know, enjoying the sunrise. Dude, I can't even begin to tell you guys how beautiful it is when you're flying and the sun is rising. Oh man, or setting. I did not like to do my... What? It wasn't even blinking yet. What the... Well, in any case, I did my cross-country night flight, and not a big fan. I live in a very, like, in a rural area, if you will, so there's not a lot of light, so it kind of lose a little bit of the perception of distance and stuff, you know. Dude, that was BS. You guys heard it. It wasn't even blinking. Can we have the radio on? The radio is on, man. You just don't have it too loud. Pretty sure you can hear it. The radio is on, and the music that's playing right now is Pebbled Path by Harris Healer. Here it is. See it on my Apple CarPlay. Oh, I saw it. A Patek Philippe or something. I saw it. We got to take it offline, man. You're doing commercial course at the moment at uni degree. The ATP are hard, man. Yeah, especially here in the States. If you're looking to become like a fully commercial pilot for, you know, airlines, it is tough, dude. It is tough. Especially with the requirements of minimum hours that they established here. I've heard of people that go to Europe and finish their commercial pilots, their license, and they get rated there for ATP, get the hours, and they come back. Oh, that's awesome, Zubair. Oh, I love seeing that. Flying is a beautiful thing. If I could, I'd fly every day, but unfortunately, it's kind of expensive. The whole entire dashboard is dedication, Alan. Thank you, man. Yes, it takes a lot of dedication, but if you want to build one, I do have a tutorial on my channel, and you can build one yourself. You're more than welcome to, dude. It's a pleasure being able to share with the world what I learned and having you guys to build. Whenever somebody shares with me a picture of their build, it truly gets me happy. Like, honestly. Holy trucker, I just been exploring the new California rework in VR. It's quite amazing. Quite a nice part of the map. Now you haven't been there yet. I haven't. Holy trucker, I can try to go. The problem with California, to me, that it's like driving in Europe. It's like 55 miles an hour speed limit. Why would they do that? Let's stop here. Especially how temperamental the weather is in Florida, you should get the instrument rating. It'll help you keep you safer and give you more options when the weather starts deteriorating. That is true, Joseph. I might consider getting the instrument rating for that specific, but not for flying instrument, if it makes sense for you. Because, but you're totally right. The weather here is pretty nuts. Like, I had instances where I was training with my flight instructor, and all of a sudden, like in less than 30 minutes, there's like big clouds that come and just sweep you in, and you got to land quickly. So we already know that if we're flying and training around the airport, if the weather starts to, you know, turn, we don't even question it. We just land. That's a good thing about my instructor. She is super safe, and I really enjoy flying with her. What car is that from, Alan? It's a Volvo S60R. Do you also have a flight sim setup? Oh man, I wish. I fly on this setup right here, Snake, and I do have a digital gauge cluster that I can change here, and because it's digital, then I put the instruments from the flight simulator here, so it's kind of like, you know, a flight simulator then. Marcus Dupree. Problem is in the UK, it's even more expensive than in the US. Oh man, really? And the weather is bad. Yeah, I've heard about that. You guys have some pretty bad weather there in terms of just constantly raining, right? Because here in Florida, the weather is beautiful 90% of the day, but we'll get those rain showers in the afternoon, or sometimes in the morning it'll just be like foggy. Do you find the traffic AI dumb in ATS and ETS? David, yes. Especially in the ETS, I don't know why, it feels it's different. I can get a simulator, but I don't have any space. You can cut in half. You can always do that. If you watch my videos, you'll see that the first version that I ever built was in half. It was cut right here, like by the airbag joint. There's a little break in the dash right here where the airbag pops out, so you can cut right there. Okay, so we can connect WhatsApp. Tell me, and I'm sorry, sharing my number in private. You can check my Discord, and you can connect me, connect in DMs with there. London, nice, man. I've never been in the UK. Next year, this December, I'm going to Berlin in Germany, and that's going to be a fun trip. Looking forward to that. I can't believe this thing. The simulator has all its features in detail. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ras Wafano. The weather's sunny, and we'll go. Yeah, it's always sunny there, isn't it? But why do you drive like a casual instead of sim racing? I also sim race aviation. It's like saying, like, why would you have a flight simulator to fly normal and abide by the rules when you can just go like on a fighter pilot on a flight simulator, you know? Kind of the same thing. You can do both, and that's what I do. And the engine brake here. Does your airbag work in your truck? No, man. There's no airbag here anymore. Truck sim is so relaxing. I agree, man. The radio and, you know, going for a long drive. We're going to New Mexico, fellas. Let me put the right screen back here. Yeah, we're going to New Mexico. We're taking a school bus to New Mexico in our Volvo, the VNL 2014. Pretty good car, truck. So let me show the airbag. Somebody asked about the airbag. There's no airbag in here. And also in the BMW steering wheel, there's no airbag. I can't remove this one because I improved the system here, and I have a screw that I put here. You can kind of see, you can right there. That's a screw. Put a new screw, because when you remove the airbag portion, all the things that make it connect back are there, so you're kind of stuck. Oh, I see. I do normal flights in my flight simulator. See, that's the thing, Mr. Pug. A lot of people do that. Like I'm driving normal here. I also go on No Hesi and do swimming, and then go to Nordschleife. You know, called really realistic weather and graphics. Yes. Give up your PPL or S60R. Oh man, that's a tough one, dude. Oh no. I think I give up the S60R. Flying is just so cool. I can't explain. Go for a discovery flight. If you've never been flying yourself on a small plane, and you like the act of flying, obviously. Some people are terrified of small planes. Don't go for a discovery flight. You'll be even more terrified. It's way more bumpy than people realize. My first time, I love flying. I always wanted to fly. And the first time I flew on a Cessna 150, I was holding that yoke for dear life. Just like if I was going to fall off the airplane. Volk Stark, I love the expansion of this game. Such long hauls, yes. I can't wait for Illinois and Louisiana to come around. Got a red light here? No, it's just a stop sign. You know what would be great to have? It's a massage function in your chair with cooling and heating. David, yes. Cooling, not heating. I live in Florida, my friend. If I get heating here, I'd cook. I would cook. Yeah, I know. I'd love to have a cooling function on my Kia, my minivan, the 2025 Kia Carnival. Even the rear seats have cooling function, and that is amazing. Dude, that thing is a must. If you ever go buy a car and you think about if it's worth getting the cooling function, yes. Ranger01, sorry, I didn't see your question. Idles at 2100 RPMs, laughing emoji. So it's calibrated, my friend. The red line in the truck will translate to the red line in the tachometer. So the numbers are not matching, but the tachometer is. So the whole thing. So if I go to the red line in the truck, it's going to be the red line here. So it's easier for me to see with my peripheral vision, you know, as I'm driving. Can't wait for ATS on the console. Oh man, 100%, dude. Yeah, I can't wait because a lot of people can enjoy the pleasure of driving a road trip on a truck when they get. Yeah, do normal flights in my flight sim. I thought it was normal car in the simulators, but you're driving a truck. Yeah, and that's the thing, aviation. Like on a flight simulator, you can fly the, you know, fighter jet. You can fly a Cessna, or you can fly an Airbus A3. So it's the same thing here. I'm flying the Airbus right now, if you will. Where would you get your performance parts for your 2022 Volvo? Bit deadly. So performance parts, I don't know if I would change any performance parts for the 2022, but I would get the Polestar tune from Volvo themselves, and it's like I think $600, $700 last time I saw it. Kind of expensive, but they do give you, I think it's like 35 horsepower. It's 415 horsepower, and it goes through like almost 450. Europe versus American trucks. What's your pick? American trucks. I like the hood thing. I like the looks of it. Yeah, that's a scenario I don't want to think about, Marcus. Let's change lanes here. Thank you, Dandona. Thank you, man. I'll check it out later. Really? Why did this guy come here? And the lane is gonna end. That's typical driving in America. It's not even just in the truck. Oh yeah, they announced Canada. That should be cool, but they need to announce more states in the US. I want to drive in Florida. Why aren't they letting us drive in Florida? Did you see the new map yet on Steam, Flybrick? Which one? Did they release it yet? I saw a video on the Canada one, but it's not released yet, is it? Biker Stanley, hello, man. Oh, we can drive 70 miles an hour here. That's why I prefer American Truck Simulator. Like in Europe, it's 56 miles an hour on an Autobahn. You don't think ATS and ETS will ever be on console? David, SCS announced it themselves. It's official. It will be on Xbox and PlayStation 5. David. So, not a hope. It's just a matter of time. What force feedback base do you have? I want to get the Moza R12. Worth it? Yes, aviation. I do have the Fanatec Clubsport DD with 12 Newton meters, but I do believe the Forza now has the best package, all in all included. They got a very good ecosystem for their steering wheels. Like they got the truck wheel, they got the F1 style, they got the GT style, they got the new Porsche style. They got so many wheels, and their prices are reasonable. Fanatec, in the previous ownership, thought they were more than they were. They were groundbreaking for their time, but I think they were overpriced. I do have one because I bought it before Moza sent me and we started a partnership, but I do believe, honestly, that Moza is a better combo. Fahadal Muslim Money 97.99. What kind of Volvo? This is a Volvo S60R 2005, and I am driving a Volvo VNL in the truck game. What would you do in a good my S60 P5R design? Have you checked if they have the Polestar tune for it? I don't know if they have for the B5. I have T5, not a B5. Come here and we can drive a Hellcat. Oh, nice. ATS 2 still hasn't been released on PlayStation. Yes, they are announced, but we don't have a release date yet. Going uphill here. But I'm sure the other 3 states will release first because before Canada maps. Oh, I'm pretty sure. They just announced the Canada, and they've been talking about Illinois and Louisiana for a while now. Can you play multiplayer in that truck game? Yes, you can, in fact. You can play multiplayer, you can do convoys, and you can also go to online. There's a place called Truckers MP. The problem with Truckers MP, from what I've seen from other streamers, is that people are too crazy. And there's no like regular traffic like here. It's just people. So people drive a little bit crazy. As you would imagine, you know. Is the Volvo interior from your old car? No, it's from a junkyard car, and you can find on my tutorial. I have a video detailing everything about the construction. So if you are interested, you can find the tutorial on my channel. Double tap to like, subscribe my channel, and check it out. Man, what are your thoughts on the Peterbilt? I guess they're real rock stars in trucks. Yeah, I like their old Peterbilt designs, you know, those square like headlights. I think they look so mean, and I think like car movie culture kind of engraved that mean look on trucks to us. Kind of like the Terminator 2 made that truck that goes through the bridge with the Terminator look mean. So there's something about those old Peterbilts, and you know, that are just super cool. I can get the tune, but it's not full power tune. It's a shift change and a few other small things. No change in peak horsepower. Oh really? I did not know that, Bit Deadly. I'm not very good with tuning the SPA platform. I never really learned or saw anything about this. I know there's a lot of people that go crazy on their SPAs, but I do know more about the P2 platform because of my Volvo S60R. Not that I'm looking forward to tune my Volvo S60R, but because I'm looking to detune my Volvo S60R. So I want to bring it back to stock. And there are servers where people drive realistic, just like in VATSIM and Flight Simulator. That's a good question, Aviation. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. If somebody here in the chat knows if there's realistic servers on Truck Simulator, let me know, because I don't know, and that's a question. That's a very interesting question. You can use VR headset while playing ATS. Excuse me. Yes, you can play with a VR headset. A VR headset is pretty handy. You don't want to go like with a full interior like I do, or triple TV, because I do have the advantages of being able to look side to side, but to me the VR headset is heavy. I get motion sickness, and I'm not a big fan of VR headsets. I do have a VR headset, but I don't use it, to be very honest with you. The steering looks so smooth in your game, David. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's pretty smooth, but it's not it's Fanatec's, you know, glory here, and the game's glory, because the game has a pretty good force feedback. Look at the rumble, like how it rumbles. I think it's so cool. It feels realistic. You know, when you're driving and you go through the side rumble, it feels just like I'm feeling here. It's pretty cool. The game name is American Truck Simulator. Thank you, Nick. I'm sorry, I didn't see you answering. The colors and the hood, especially for the Peterbilt. Yeah. What's my dream car, Aviation? Right now. Yeah, and let me break it down for you. I'm not one to dream about supercars, so cross all of those out of my list. I don't dream about Lamborghinis, Ferraris. I admire them, but they're not my dream cars. My dream car right now is a Cadillac CT5V Blackwing. I do enjoy full-size sedans or big sedans that have very powerful engines, and the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing ticks all the boxes, and it looks amazing. So I think that will be my next car. Indeed, I will probably trade one of my Volvos into a Cadillac CT5V. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Blackwing, because I can't justify spending that much money on a car. I'm kind of that kind of person. I love cars as much as the next guy, but I'm also a little practical when it comes to cars, real cars. So I don't know if I'm gonna go Blackwing. Probably just gonna get the V, which is just a V6 engine, just a V6. It's still a pretty cool car and fast car, but not as crazy as the Blackwing. If you're a real-life trucker driver, ATS2 and ATS feels like work in VR, but then you play in flat screen, it's a fun VR. Yeah, I don't know if I follow all your thought there. Sorry. Which is better, ATS or ETS? Goose saying, I prefer American Truck Simulator just because of the speed limits, if it makes sense. How much did you spend on the simulator, Tank? I spent about $700 in car parts and also the hardware involved here. If you like Volvos and planes, then consider looking at Saabs like the 9.5 fighter jet interior with turbos before turbos were cool. That is true, Marcus. The Saabs are really cool. The Saabs are like classic cars. I'm really sad that they were just bankrupt, essentially. And I'm glad Volvo didn't go through the same, you know, destiny. Ford pretty much almost destroyed Volvo, and then thankfully the Chinese brand Geely bought it and brought everything back to Sweden. So Volvo is back to Swedish ownership, if you will, even though the money is Chinese. Design, all the, you know, engineering and pretty much everything is back to be Swedish, which is pretty cool. Oh, nice, David. Good luck on your driving lesson. You're gonna love it. Driving is a bit, how can I say, contagious. You're gonna love it. Driftly, I didn't see your heart me, man, and I didn't see you here in the chat, dude. Hi, man, thank you. And Gift, thank you for the heart me as well. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Let me see. Bit deadly. To be fair, with a FOV spanning 3 screens, you don't really need a VR, though looking behind would be easier. That guy just cut me off. Yes, so the VR has another advantage over Triple T. It's the parallax. So if I move my head, I see things around me, but I don't see the new perspective of where my head is in relation to the map. If I was using VR and I move my head from here to here, the world shifts. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but moving the camera on my TV from left to right makes it feel like I'm driving sideways. So a lot of people notice that for you, the camera viewer, it looks like I'm driving a little bit crabbed because the camera is set for my eyes, not for the camera. And we have about a foot of gap here. Do you need a strong PC to run a triple monitor setup? Yes, Aviation, you do. Especially if you're trying to run 4K. If you're trying to run 1080p, you can get away with not as a powerful ATS. Goon saying that, like I said, ATS. I still love Volvo too much and I want more. Only $700. Yeah, $700. My dream car is the M3 E46, fun rear-wheel drive small car. True, the E46 is a lot of fun. I did own one, and it was a track car for me. It was a fun car to drive. The E46, I think, was peak BMW for me. I like that generation and the previous one. I kind of like that. Stop here quickly. It's daylight. Getting dark here in the game, and I prefer to drive during the daylight. Let me see. Are you going to the Autobahn when you visit Germany? Oh man, I look forward to. It's gonna be dark for a few minutes, but then it's gonna get day again, and it's raining. GM likes to destroy brands with bad management. Didn't a bunch of U.S. car brands go bankrupt because of the like Pontiac? They did, man. It's really sad when brands do that. I really, really think it's sad because they are killing history in a way. Where am I going? Super Street 1991. We're driving towards New Mexico today. Acrum Bitter shift. Oh man, I shift when I have to. The RPMs are not the number RPMs. The red line in here matches the red line in the truck. So I can go more without having to shift. And I'm actually shifting earlier. I live in the EU and I need to buy a car soon after I get my driver's license. What would you recommend? David. Oh, it's a tough question for a person that lives in America. You guys have vastly different cars than we do here in the United States. And the car culture is a bit different. You guys value more smaller cars than we do. Even though I'm a Brazilian born and raised, I've lived most of my life with European cars or European-like cars, because in Brazil we have cars that are skewed more towards the European models than the American models. I don't know what is good now in this day and age in terms of good cars in Europe, so I'm not a good person to give you an advice on that. So $700, oops, $700 PC parts or something above 1K. No, $700 only for the sim rig, not TVs, not PC, only the sim rig. Just the part that you've seen here that is special, the part that I'm driving. Super Street, handstand and 2 eyes on the road. I'm trying to do that, man. It's just I'm trying to answer all the questions. We need to change lanes here. There's the truck coming. A lot of trucks coming, so we're gonna have to wait. Yep, here. Yeah, the E46 likes a good maintenance, Salty Jones. I agree with you. They do. And they pile up fast. They do pile up fast, man. Station wagon wins over small cars. I agree. I like a good old station wagon. Marcus, at my flight academy, I saw an M3 E46 CSL. Apparently, they cost like 200,000. Wow. I didn't know they existed either. That's pretty expensive. See you later, Aviation. I hope to see you again, man. Double tap if you didn't, and I hope you subscribed. But in any ways, it was nice talking to you, man. I think I slept too early because it's still like nighttime. I wanted to avoid nighttime, and here I am driving at night. But it's 5 a.m. in the game, so we should be getting morning soon. If you have a 6-speed transmission, how do you shift the higher gears in the game, David? That's a very good question. So the way I do it is you can also change the gear transmission in the truck in the game. So I do drive a 6-speed transmission truck. And that's how I kind of sync with my 6-speed transmission down here. Just a preference thing. I mean, one could use the range, you know, splitter, but I don't want to keep, you know, doing that. I'm good, man. I like manual cars just as much as the next guy, but I don't think I need to be changing 18 gears in a truck. Yeah, it's starting to break of dawn, is it? No, it's still dark and rainy. Here's our beautiful truck. And now this Kenworth just kind of stopped in front of us. Thank you, guys. And let me show you again, like in case there's new people here. So this is a gauge cluster from a BMW, and this is the Arduino. So this is what powers the whole gauge cluster thing as we're here on the stoplight. and you can program them to talk CAN bus language, which is the language that cars talk. Which you get in early 2000s 9.5 Saab. It has the night pedal. Yeah, I wouldn't, because I don't have that strong emotional connection with Saabs like I do with Volvos. But I do appreciate them. I do admire them, if that makes sense. But I grew up, my dad had a Volvo in 1993, and he pretty much owned Volvos ever since 1993. Even more than I have. I had a hiatus where I did not own Volvos for a while, but he did. So it's nostalgic to me. I like Volvos. I grew up in them. The smell of the leather in my Volvo S60R is still there, and it brings back childhood memories every time I get in the car. David, yeah, that'd be tough, dude. That's why I say I respect truck drivers a lot. This is a tough job. Can you feel the potholes in the road or the bumps? Yes, you can. Whenever you drive through like railroads or potholes, it will vibrate in a very interesting way, and I think it's one of the most realistic ways it vibrates, like out of many games, to be very honest with you. Kebi or Kebibe, sorry man, what wheelbase do I have? I have a Fanatec Clubsport DD with 12 Newton meters here. You had your third driving lesson yesterday and went on the highway. Now I get why people prefer the highway. Highway driving is relaxing, in my opinion. I don't know how was it for you, Nakalar, but to me, it's very relaxing. In real life as well, like not just in the truck. Like this is the perfect scenario for me. It's raining, it's nighttime, and I'm driving. I love this. Do you drive diesel or fuel in real life, David? I have only gasoline. I don't have any diesel cars. In the United States, diesel cars are not as common as in Europe. So for instance, a Volvo D5, I don't think I've ever seen one here in the United States. They are very rare, like completely, I don't remember seeing one. I know there are diesel cars, they're not forbidden, but they're just not common. Diesel is more for trucks, and real trucks and pickup trucks. In the United States, at least. Guys, don't forget to double tap to like the live stream. I noticed that YouTube is kind of slowing down again. I don't know, I noticed there is a trend on YouTube that it will just kind of die down after about 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know if you noticed, Nick. This is what happens very, very commonly. The chat's behind. I don't know, I just saw your message and it kind of looks like it's not behind, but maybe it is. Diesel cars, a lot of diesel cars in Canada. I can't talk about Canada. I've been in Canada 3 times in my life, and I've driven only once there. Last year, in fact, I drove through Canada. I entered through Detroit, and I drove all the way to Quebec. I stayed a few days there, and then I drove back into the United States. I went to visit a friend. I messaged on the Red app, but not Dick. Yeah. Yeah, we drive diesel in the EU. If you drive a lot, it's cost effective. If you drive diesel, road tax is higher though. Oh, did not know that. Does a hazard button light work? Yes. And it's also doing it outside the truck. Obviously, it's just not just in the dashboard. You can see the lights here, and hear the sound. Volkswagen and Volvo. Oh, nice. I know Volkswagen had a problem with their diesel cars here in the United States. It was a big scandal, right? 2 years ago. Why would you say that, DJK? No, man. I'm taking a school bus. Oh, gotta take the exit. Glad there was nobody behind me. I'm the first Volvo owner in the family. My dad likes BMWs since the 90s from Romania, where they imported older Volvos like the shark faces, but he appreciates Volvos a lot. It's like me for BMWs. I do appreciate BMWs, but I'm a Volvo guy. I have a friend that really loves BMWs. He's got a the brand new 340 with the M kit. It's not an M3, but it's the M, like, exterior kind of thing. So I'm going a little over the speed limit here. And the thunders are pretty cool. Oh, got a red light. Better stop before I get there, because it takes longer to stop in the wet in the game as well. Oh wow, we've got 17,000 likes on TikTok. That's pretty cool. Gotcha, DJ. Yeah, we're here at the traffic light. Oh, we do have 17% damage. You know what? I think I'm gonna stop at this gas station here. They do have a service center. The truck is still working fine. Oh, it's mostly tires. So now we're gonna keep moving. 17% of damage is just because of tires. Because I can see the damage. Here you can see on the little truck. Thank you, sir. You can see the little truck there. It says 17%. That is the amount of damage. But you can see on there's a little round thing. That's the tires. The tires are at 17%. The engine is at 3%, and then the transmission is at 2.5. Pretty good. You're 50-50 BMW and Volvo, but every brand has at least one model that I absolutely love, like the Volkswagen Phaeton. Yeah, I'm like you. I do have, you know, a lot of respect for a lot of brands, and there's at least, you know, a model that I admire in every, I think most brands. Most brands, yeah. I don't have a lot of Peugeots or Citroens that I like. Or Renault. Never did. It's pretty nasty weather here today. Earlier my phone holder fell. I just broke my USB cable. Now we can drive at 75 miles an hour, but I don't think I should. Yeah, I don't know about the French cars, man. I don't know. In Brazil, we have them. Like, they're popular, actually, there. Like, the Peugeot and the Citroen and the Renault. I just never really, you know, it never clicked with me. I think in order of admiration, I am with the Swedish cars first, German cars second, British cars, American cars, Japanese cars, whatever cars, and then French cars. What do I think about the 17 Pro Max? Mine is the 17 Pro only. I don't have the Max, but I do like it. So far, it's been a very solid phone. I like the camera. The camera is pretty good. And, alright, we got the darn glitch. Hate that. Purple, pink skies. What is this? The interior Thrasher Bear. It's the Volvo S60R, 2005. Do you know the Volkswagen Phaeton? If you would, if you do, would you take it over an S-Class when it comes to luxury? Oh no, man. I know the Phaeton, but I would take an S-Class all the way. Yeah, it's like stops pushing, right? I wonder if I would restart the live stream, if that would make it better. Like every hour. I don't know. Just a weird thing that happened. Radsip 4342. Greetings to South Africa, man. Huge fan of Volvo. Thank you, man. Thank you, dude. Hope you are enjoying the live stream. Although we're a bit pink right now, the sky is awful. Really annoying because I would have to sleep to fix it, but then I'm gonna be late for the delivery, and it's gonna be nighttime again, and it's 8 a.m. So we're just gonna drive a little bit like this with the pink skies because they look awful. Oops. Does the horn work in the middle of the steering wheel like a real car? So not here, I don't press it here. I use the button on my turn signal, and like some cars do, right? Because some cars do have a horn on the button on the turnstock. So I don't like that. JB 1996. Been BMW since I could drive and have worked my way up to the 5 Series last year. However, I've driven many cars and I've got my fiance a 2020 Passat. Man, Volkswagen reliability has gone. Really? I've always heard about the reliability of the Volkswagens. In Brazil, they're notorious. People love to talk about reliable they are. I am, like, out of the BMWs, the 5 Series is my favorite. The E60, love that car. I think the E60 was a pretty cool, you know, combo. Now for the Volkswagens, I always thought them to be very standard, very stiff. I don't know. My grandpa owned a Golf GTI. It's funny, but yeah, my grandpa owned a Golf GTI, and it was super stiff. Like the seat, you know, not just the suspension. I don't mean just like how responsive and stiff the car feels. The actual leather seat was like hard. You'd be sitting on a piece of wood, be the same thing. Also, I just discovered this channel last week. Awesome stuff. Born in the US, but also Brazilian. Oh, nice, man. Yeah. É isso aí, mano. Tamo junto. Your mom lives in Brazil still. Yeah, my parents moved to the United States 3 years ago. They live in Orlando. Where are you from in Brazil? Yeah, BB, I don't know why the pink sky. There's a glitch that's been going on. One of my mods is just broken, and that will happen, I'd say, very frequently lately. Ever since the last update, it's been happening a lot. Don't know why. The only way to fix it is by sleeping, so it'll like engage the night and then it will go away. But I don't want to sleep, because if I sleep, I have 9 hours of road ahead of me. I have 10 hours to deliver this cargo, so I'm pretty close to being late on this delivery, and I'm 19 minutes in real life away from it. So we're gonna speed up a little bit. In fact, we're gonna drive a little crazier now. Oh, look, the sky is getting better. I think it's going away, the pink. Marcus, yeah, in Romania, we love the 1.9 TDI Passat. The car rusts before the engine brakes. Come on, let me in. There's a car there on the left lane. And I'm not even going faster than the speed limit. Speed limit is 75 miles an hour. The older ones are for sure reliable. The newer ones, even our friend's leased 2024 Tiguan, had issues with the engine, mainly burning up oil. Volkswagen says it's normal. I believe it's not. Yeah, it's not normal, man. It's not normal for a new car, 2024 car, be burning oil. What am I driving? The BeamNG. I am driving a Volvo BNL 2014. Beautiful truck, if I may say so myself. And we're going to be a little bit faster because I see here, oh, it's 4 hours. My eyes are not the same anymore. Now I don't need to speed. We're going to go a little faster though. I just feel like driving a little faster. Mom's in Minas, sister lives in Sao Paulo. Nice. Yeah, I'm from Curitiba. I was born in Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. My uncle has a Charon with 350,000 kilometers or miles. And the speedometer doesn't work and a bunch of stuff. Oh, wow. But the car drives no problem. Yeah. Some cars are like that. Like the old Volvos, like the red blocks. They're tanks. They're pretty much tanks. Radsip 4342, very much enjoying this. Is there a build guide on how you made the S60R setup? I would love to see how you did it. Yes, sir. So on my channel, you'll find a very detailed 45-minute long tutorial on the build, on the steering wheel. I have a tutorial on the Apple CarPlay. So on the steering wheel, I am using a BMW steering wheel like this one for my tutorial. And it has the quick release in the back. Just the same, all the buttons work just like in the Volvo here. So the way I try to make my tutorials is I always try to make them like in a way that works for several cars. So the way you see the BMW, the way you see the Volvo, they're all gonna work across any car brand. So yeah. An S40T4, that's a pretty cool car as well, man. My uncle had a V40 T4 in Brazil when I was younger. I would have loved a 1.9 TDI Passat or the M57 E60, but emission laws don't allow it in London. Are you kidding me, dude? Really? Luke, I do not have a CB radio. That'd be fun though. There's a few streamers and YouTubers that have one. I think they play more online than I do. But yeah. Gotta have to slow down here. But I don't have a CB radio. That'd be awesome though. Can you imagine like pulling the little string here? I do have the I don't have the online also. I don't play online. I usually play offline. Play Country Road. What is Country Road? Is it another game? Hello to Kenya. Hello, Stan. Good afternoon. Oh, the speed limit here is pretty darn low, but we're in a city. The city of Amarillo. P1 bros, I drive an 06 V50. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, you told me that before. Am I using your truck simulator or American Truck Simulator? It's American Truck Simulator, not Euro Truck Simulator, Joshua. I think that's what you meant. Oh, Country Road is a song. Yeah. Oh, play Country Road, the song. Yeah. Dude, I am on the Red app, the YouTube, as you know. And unfortunately, if I play it, my live stream gets copyright like this. They're pretty good at monitoring songs. But what I'm listening right now is this generic like playlist. There's a song called Daylily from Harris Healer is a streamer, and he made several good like songs to be played on Spotify. Although Country Road would be a cool song to play here. Yes, Dan, I just read like play Country Road, and a lot of people tell me to play different games. So I went automatic. And we are in the city of Amarillo, Texas. And it's a lot of traffic here. I do have the real traffic mod, so it does get busier around the morning hours. Now that guy almost made me crash. You guys are quiet today. Some days, like with the same amount of people here, the chat is going bananas. You stay right there, good old sir. So where are we going? We're gonna take the exit. So there's a block there, and that charger. Okay, so it's not going far. Is this live or an old live, Yosvani Medeiros? Oh man, it's Back to the Future month, dude. So this is an old live stream that I recorded knowing you were gonna be here. And I'm just playing it right now. So yeah, it's an old live stream. You caught me. George Page, good in chatting with you, sir. Thank you for being a passenger here today. Hope to see you again. You could rent your rig out to train people to drive a stick. Yeah, in theory, you could. King asked where are you going on tick. What do you mean? Where'd you get the dash setup? Adam Williams. I got it at the Junkyard, man. I do have a tutorial on my channel, so if you're interested, you can check out my video. I have a very detailed video on the construction, where I got it, how much it costs, how to build it, what would I recommend in terms of buying car parts, and also like choosing the best setup for you. MyBaldLawyer.com. We're in the city of Dumas. Joshua, nice. You're live streaming? And watching a live stream? That's like Inception. We're gonna turn left here. I gotta kind of merge. Thank you, sir. I think you should look at Phaetons, not necessarily to buy one, but know what they offer. Oh, I know what they offer, man. I think they're pretty awesome. No, I know. They are pretty cool and luxurious. And we're gonna turn left here. Oh, absolutely, Adam. One of my goals with my channel, it's not only to share my build and, so you guys can see it, but also to teach you how to build one if you want to build one yourself. I truly believe that DIY is fun. You can save a lot of interior car parts, if you do that. There's a lot of people that don't realize these parts are usually thrown in the trash. Like, not a lot of people buy interior, so they're cheap. You go to a pick and pull, man, they're not expensive at all. There is another live video from you that says you're live, and that's why I'm confused. Yes, because I am live streaming in horizontal and also vertical. So I am live twice, if that makes sense. But it's the same live stream. The only difference is if you're watching on the horizontal stream, you can see all the way to the third TV right there, and the first one right here, so the triple TV is visible, as opposed to here on the vertical that you only get to see a little piece of my simulator, a little part of it. I can barely afford the bus ticket to go uni. Student pilot life be like, dude, yeah. Student pilot life is not easy. How much are you paying for hour and with instructor and fuel? We pay around $200-ish depending on if you're flying the Cessna 150, it's anywhere from 170 to about 200-ish. And then if you're flying the 172, you're going to pay about $250, $240. Wait, how do you got horizontally? Yes, Joshua, I don't know if you noticed, I even put a poll there today telling people that I do have a horizontal, so you can watch the whole thing, and you can have the Apple CarPlay in detail. It's right here. I know I'm pointing to the air for you on the vertical, but if you're watching on the horizontal stream right now, there's a very big Apple CarPlay, and the gauge cluster is right here, not here. And I'm also on Twitch. But Twitch is so hard to be discovered. It's not even funny. Like, I do have only 3 people watching there and only 358 followers there. And that's insane low compared to my other social media. How do I watch on horizontal? I think you have to click on my profile on my channel. You're on the vertical, so you click on my channel. And then you're going to see the live icon. You click on that live, and that will take you to the horizontal. Hey, Aljaz Top, long time no see. Welcome back. Stopped here. Oh, we got a train? Oh, the train's going over there on that crossroad. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it before the light turns green. Rares Velk Nick 1649. I'm watching from work on my PC, but I use a vertical monitor, so I still use the vertical stream. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, there is a train. Gotta pass right there. So cool. We got a DA42 2-star diamonds, and that's like 600 euros to 800 euros an hour. But you're flying twin engine, right? Because you're going for commercial pilot. I don't know, but I think that would be about the same price here. I never checked the price for twin engines. Yeah, I fly little bitty Cessnas. Just a very tiny plane compared. Speeding violation? Really? Yeah, I'm 37 miles an hour and that was 30. So, okay. Sorry, officer. Go to the right lane so we're not like camping on the left. Here in Texas, it's dangerous to do that. Now it's 70 miles an hour, so we can step on it. Can we finish this cargo before the live stream ends? Yes, we can. Really, Stan? I don't know, man. Hey, Nick, can you post the link to the horizontal on the vertical so maybe Stan can check it out? I don't know if Nick's still here. I think he is. I saw him on TikTok. Which, by the way, I just noticed. Oh, TikTok is not TikToking. I don't see the chat on TikTok. Oh, dude. I ran out of fuel fast on the truck. Yeah, because it's compressed. The world is compressed. 1 mile in driving, it's equal to 20 miles. So, you know, that's why it goes down fast. Yeah, I just noticed. My TikTok chat's not chatting here on my consolidated. Let me quickly I can reset it. Because I really don't like when chat's not working properly. And so I'm gonna lose YouTube also for a minute, but it's gonna come back. Oh, I see what you meant now. Sorry, I didn't get what you said, Nick. My bad. Okay, I think Caster Labs is loading. Stop here. Yeah, Caster Labs is Caster Labbing. So it's gonna connect. Sorry, I'm not seeing the TikTok messages. Have you a triple monitor stand or three single stand for each TV? So I have 2 stands for each TV, Driftly. Driftly, if you watch my last video on my channel, I show the TV supports in detail. You can see how the TV supports are. Like, you can kind of see, I think if I move the camera here to the right, no, you can't. It's right there under the camera and the seat. So this is the iPhone camera right here. Let me see if on the left here you can see. Yeah, no, the camera. No, you can't. You can see the floor, but not the stand. But there's a stand, I promise. By the way, can I DIY a steering wheel? Yes, absolutely, Stan. Check my video on the DIY a steering wheel. I have one. Do airlines sponsor pilot school, or it's on you to pay for it? So JB 1996. Some airlines will have programs, but it's up to you to get the first part, at least up to commercial in most cases. So you gotta fund yourself. Then the airlines may have programs sometimes that will, like, you still have to pay back when you finish. So you get a contract, you work for them, and you pay back your loan, right? So, but that's why I'm old. I'm 43 years old. It makes no sense for me to go for commercial pilot. I would only be able to fly up until I'm 65 here in the United States. That's the age limit for airline pilots. Or I'd have to go private pilot in the private jet industry. So I don't plan to make a career change. I just plan to fly for fun. So that's why I'm finishing my private pilot's only license. But for those who want to pursue a career, if you're young, you can get some programs that will finance it for you. I hear bad things about the ATP. There's a company called ATP that does finance, but it's very expensive. They charge a lot of interest rates. So, BD Migraine, could you do for fun a round in a racing sim in this rig? I think it would be hilarious. Why would it be hilarious, man? You can take cars to a racetrack. You can watch my videos. You'll see me going on racetracks. If you find it hilarious, great. You can extract a lot of fun out of that video, but I think it's just normal. I go to Nordschleife on a Volvo simulator, and it's normal. Have you seen Misha, the guy that drives around Nordschleife a lot? He drove a few Volvos, and he owned a Volvo, actually. He likes Volvos. Yeah, TikTok did not connect it yet, so I'm sorry. I restarted my Caster Labs, but there's got to be something wrong with it. Let me just see one more thing, because it might have disconnected. I didn't think about this. Let me check the settings, count. No, TikTok is connected, so I don't know. Just a glitch. It'll be back tomorrow. You should play flight simulators. Oh, I would. I do play offline. I don't usually live stream. Eventually I can. It'd be fun. For those of you who are interested. I would get a lot of haters here saying, oh, you're flying with a car. Just like I get haters saying you're driving with a car interior, a truck. Haters are gonna hate. Marcus, airlines do sponsor for type ratings usually. They do it for the whole thing. But it's rarely and hard to get in. Yeah. 65 years in commercial, I think, worldwide. Once you reach 60, you got to do medical every 6 months. Yeah, 65, I think, is the limit here in the US. I think in Europe it's a little more. I'm not sure though. Thank you, Nick. I'm sorry, dude. I just can't. I need to turn my head all the way to answer questions on TikTok right now. So I am sorry. And we're almost done, so I don't think it's worth restarting the app again. First officer? That's in Europe, right? Because here in America, I'm pretty sure you can. 65-year-old retired all the time as captains. Giovanni Medeiros, what do you want, man? It's your setup and not the... Yeah, dude, I agree. We'll fly. I promise. I just need to reinstall the game because I admit I reinstalled my computer a few months ago and I didn't reinstall the flight simulator. I was just trying to get back into live streaming quickly, but just set up the bare minimums of the sim racing games. Can MS FS24 be played without the internet? I don't think so. Or if it can, it's not going to be as detailed map as you would usually get on the internet. So you do need the internet to play. And that's the same thing for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The same thing. Menai channel? Yes, sir. It's a Volvo S60R. The 300 horsepower, 6-speed manual transmission with the Spaceball Volvo. And we're going fast on this Volvo here, guys. We're almost at the delivery site. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, we're gonna fly. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna reinstall the game, set it all up, and we're gonna get the gauge cluster with the digital one, because I have a digital one that I can put all the instruments there. Nice, you got the S60D5 2005. Nice, man. 2005 is the same year. Does ATS still stutter suddenly driving around the city Pinhead? So, I think it does. What I did here, Pinhead, that helped me, I don't know if it will help you. I'm running triple 4K, so I do have a very beefy setup here. But I limited my frame rate at 60 FPS. So if you look at my frame rate on my PC specs, it's the top right is the frame rate. It's locked in at 60. Sometimes it'll fluctuate above or below, but it's usually at 60. So I don't get those hiccups. But Pinhead, they do need to improve that. Jonathan Her, is this a Civic? Is this a real question, man? Are you just trying to trick me? Like, for real, I'm honestly curious. If you want to see a Civic, you can find Slow Lane Productions. He's got a Civic, and his setup's pretty awesome. He's got the doors. He went a different direction than I did, and he's got the back seat. Come on, you can go. You waited. That guy's coming out. Now it's clear. Go. Really? Marcos, can you name some features of the S60R that other cars don't have, at least from that time? Luxury features, cool features like the suspension buttons, etc. Yes, I can name most of the interior stuff. So, the active chassis settings, that is exclusive to the Rs. The leather stitched detail here and on the steering wheel, that is exclusive to the R models. What else is exclusive to the R? So the RTI you could get on a regular model. You could get the more complete here with all the buttons on regular models, so that's not exclusive. Yeah, I think interior wise, those are the main things. Oh, and the color here. You can get an aluminum trim on an T5, but they're not like this. They look a little different than this one. This is like brushed aluminum, and the S60s T5s that have that thing are a little different. I do have one in my garage with the detail from a non-R. Do you have all the DLCs, ATS, and ETS? I have all the DLCs on the ATS. I still don't have all of them on Euro Truck Simulator. I'm waiting to buy when there's a sale. Yes, Ghosty, a lot of traffic. Actually, the traffic depends on the time of day. There was not that front mirrors yesterday. That is not a Volvo. Yes, there was. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, this is an American Volvo. The one you saw yesterday, Aich, was the European Volvo. I'll show you in a second. The European one is a little different, so we don't have the hood. So essentially you can't have that little, you know, the mirror here. This is the Volvo VNL, so it's an American Volvo. It's a little different. And let me check in here. Since when did you get so popular? I wouldn't call myself popular. I do have a good following base on my TikTok and Instagram, but here on YouTube, I'm a small fish. I think the parking is a hard one. It's on the back there, and I have to go through there. I think I'm gonna have to go in reverse. Yep, I'm gonna have to reverse back there. So let's go here and then here. Oh, you know what? I can reverse there. It's gonna be easier for me. But when it comes to functional features, I'm pretty sure you have the heated seats, the cruise control, but what else? Yeah, that's all standard in all Volvos. It's not a feature from the S60R. So cruise control comes in all, even the manual one. I do have the manual car in my garage, and it does come with the cruise control. You just can't change gears. As soon as you press the clutch, it will stop. All right, so let me see here, just to make sure where I'm parking back there, so I have to go like this. Oh, you can't see it, like this. All right, so that's gonna be a little tough, but doable. I go a little bit forward here, a little more. Yeah, I can't. Gotta have to do a little bit of a maneuvering around. Careful not to hit the... Yeah, that's gonna be tough because there's a big thing there. Yeah, I gotta turn this way so I can turn the trailer to the other way. I'm a mild, medium-sized fish. I love that definition. I'm a mild, a medium-sized fish. That's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to maneuver a few more times here. I can go a little bit. Yeah, that's... Oh, Al Jastop. That was a weird time, which was actually the... not the norm, so that was not working well. So I used to get like 300 and then go down to about 100 just like now, but for a month or so, I don't know what was happening to YouTube. I was not being pushed at all. I had like 10 people watching a few times, like you're pointing out. I think I'm scraping something. What am I scraping? Oh, there's a truck here. Didn't see the truck. Yeah, I should have turned over there. That would have been better. And move up here so I see more. Yeah, now it's working. Yeah, it's gonna work now. Let's just fix this a little bit. Move beyond dreams. There we go. Yeah, my V. Here. Thinking about my first car right now. What do I get by far time? 2 more years. I hope so, Ghosty. I hope so. Especially, you know, that I can teach more people how to build simulators. That is always fun. I have turned before? I think I should. What is here now? I'm not hitting something? No, there's nothing. Okay, so let's go straight here. Now that we have the trailer completely turned. And then we can turn back there. That's a hard parking here, guys, so bear with me for a minute. And then I can start turning about here. Just gotta be careful because I don't want to hit the wall on this left side. Yeah, very close to the wall here, but it's turning. Yeah, now it's working. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go, and now I can kind of finish the turn. And what did I hit now? Oh, didn't hit anything. Oh, there's an invisible wall right here. That's not nice. An invisible wall? That's annoying. Especially because I'm so close. Do you think for 2,000 euros for an E30 is a lot? Oh man, I have no clue on the prices in Europe. In the US, I don't think it's a lot. Depending on the condition you find this E30. Yeah, there's an invisible wall here by the railroad. They should have pushed the invisible wall a little further. That's annoying. Move it a little bit to the right, because it's gonna hit the invisible wall again. Yeah, look, it's hitting the wall. So annoying. There we go. There's a wall again. And I hope it's not damaging the truck as I hit the invisible wall, because it's invisible. See, it's hitting it. They really should have moved it a little further. There we go. Now we're gonna be able to fix it. There we go. Come on, train. Horn. And now let's put the trailer at the right location. There. There we go. Now we're going on the right place. We'll have to maneuver a couple more times because it's very short in the back. There's a few concrete stuff back there, but it's doable. A little more, and that's it. All right, now we can. Good. I raise my head like if I can see it. What's the blue light under the steering wheel? This one? This one is the start and stop button. It's just a button that controls all the electric on my simulator. So if I click this, everything is gonna shut down electrically. This is just like a fail-safe, and also a way when I turn off the computer to shut down without leaving the all the power supplies on in the back. I do have like 5 or 6 power supplies. Go, and it's green, but it's not straight. I want it perfect. There we go. I think now it's just kind of straightened back. There we go. Is it better now? Let's see. You be the judge. All right. Yeah. That's not too bad. I did hit the invisible wall here. I wish they didn't have one. right here, there's an invisible wall that was kind of blocking me from like doing the proper parking. Let's put the parking brake on. Oh, and detach the trailer. So I use the active chassis buttons here to detach the trailer. Just click here and voila. It was a lot of maneuvering, just funny. I got my Subaru for free, and I also got my Eclipse for like $500. But then again, I got it my salvage from salvage yards. Yeah. So that's the thing, guys. If you want to build a simulator like this, like there's several things you got to consider. One is like where you're sourcing your parts from. Are you sourcing them from a junkyard, or do you have access to a car that's going to be junked? Like sometimes you have a friend, you know, a family member that will be just giving away a car to a junkyard. Take the interior out. Nobody cares about the interior. Nobody cares. And they don't buy interiors at junkyards, usually. Unless you're a crazy sim racer like me, you know. French and Mercs and Audis and BMWs are way more common and cheaper and usually in good condition. Yeah, here in the US, I'd say you can find more in this order, BMWs, Audis, and then Mercedes at the yards. Especially the mid-2000s one. What features or quirks do the backseat passengers get? I assume the middle comes down with 2-cup holder and what else? So if you're on the V70, you can get a booster seat. And also like a child seat in the back of the Volvo. But that's about it. On the Volvo S60R, that's about it. In the Volvo S90, however, fun fact, I had a Volvo S90, the SPA, and in the back seat, you can control the passenger seat. You can move it forward or back and tilt, and you can also open the sunroof in the back seat of a regular Volvo S90. You use eBay, Nick? Yeah, eBay works, but it's the most expensive route for those who, you know, want to build. Let me see if there's some questions here on TikTok. I know you got them covered. Is the wheel on unlimited turning radius? No, it's not. So if I turn, it'll reach a point where it will stop. There, it stopped. Right here. So it's matching the truck. And I think the Volvo has a 1080 ratio. I think it's matched. Now, actually, I think mine is turning more than the Volvo in the game. Yeah, that's hard over. Not matching exactly. And it's on the automatic. I don't know why. It should be matching. If anything, that wheel is more responsive than mine. Let me see if there's another question. What wheelbase do I use? A Fanatec Clubsport DD with 12 Newton meters. You can see with the quick release here that I have on this BMW steering wheel. This is the quick release for the QR2. And this is a fixed BMW, so it's correct. It's not leaking oil, and my turn signal works because I fixed it. It had that BMW logo. Started leaking oil in my office here. Bad thing. eBay isn't such a big thing here for cars in Europe. I have many cars that are junk because my brother owns a small personal salvage yard. Oh, you got unlimited access, man. The 2007 Volkswagen Passat. I don't know if there's a lot of them here in the US. Marcus, it's a shame that V90 isn't that big. The boot trunk space is bigger in an F91 5 Series state. True. The V90, I mean, it's still big. But I wouldn't call... I don't... Really? Do you really think the 5 Series is bigger than the V90? Because at least the S90 that I had, the rear seats were huge. And the trunk was also huge. Yeah, it's just a joke, Aljaz. There's, people usually say BMWs leak oil. So, that's it. Are you going to play soon or later? Madi, I was playing up until now. Yeah, if you got questions on TikTok, get them now because I don't see the chat. It just stopped working for whatever reason. Let me get the chat window out here. So this is where I am seeing the questions right now. This is the streaming PC, and this is where I usually get them. So if I move my camera here, you're gonna see there where my head is right here. This is where I usually get the questions. TikTok, for some reason, is not working here now. It was working in the beginning of the live stream, but it stopped working. So I have to look at this, which is the streaming PC, but this stays farther back, and I have to turn my head a lot to see. Here, let me show you where it stays and how far back I have to turn my head. So you see, this is where I turn my head normally, and this is where I have to turn my head to read the messages from TikTok. So I'm sorry, guys. How much did everything cost? I have a video on that on my TikTok, about $700. So what do you like about Volvo, Jason? Oh, many things. They're super underrated cars. They're fast cars. They are comfort cars. They're safe cars. They're amazing. Twitch, you can ask on Twitch. Twitch is working here on my chat. At least I think I am. Zenzer2608. I was driving. I am going to end my live stream in a few minutes, so I am sorry. If you want to see me driving, you can join tomorrow. I live stream every weekday from 8 till 10 a.m., which is about 10:10 now. I gotta go, unfortunately. All right, get this thing working again. And yeah, I have a map here that used to work, but the charger fell today. There we go. All right, let me see more questions. More No Hezzy soon. Yes, Armondi, I am planning to play some No Hezzy. I might, oops, the camera. I might play No Hezzy in the evening. I don't know if today or tomorrow, but I'm planning to, yes. What's the sim of choice? GeoJam. Today we're playing the American Truck Simulator, so we're on a truck right now. But usually, like, it depends. BeamNG, Assetto Corsa, and American/Euro truck simulators are my go-to simulators usually. Let's turn off the engine here. Stop burning fuel. New ones are limited to 122 miles now because of the ECUs and Volvo safety stuff. I think it's 2022 forward. 2023 forward. I have a 2022 Volvo S60T8, and that one is not limited yet. But my opinion on the limitation, the speed limitation, I am for it. I agree with it. I don't think there's any reason other than if you live in Germany and you're driving on the Autobahn to have your car going over 100 miles an hour on a public road. Here in Florida right now, they are arresting people who are caught over 100, like, no excuses. Like, whatever you say, you're gonna be arrested. It's jail right then and there. So my opinion is, if you're driving a car at over 100 miles an hour on a public road, you should be in jail. I don't care if the cars are limited. If you want to have a track car, then remove the limiter. You can do that electronically. Or if you live in Germany, then by all means, don't buy a Volvo because they are limited. And I think they're still limited. Some cars, they lose the limitation on the Autobahn, but Volvo doesn't, I think. I'm not sure. But that's my opinion. Let me see if there are more questions on TikTok. Have you tested it? No, I haven't. No. In real life, I drive like an old lady. Even though I have a T8 that does 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, I drive pretty calm and normal. ZZZZT, I'm not going to drive anymore. I am just finishing the live stream for today. So if you want to see me drive, I live stream every day from 8 till 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a little bit over 10 a.m. I got to work. I'm sorry, guys. Big Black Hawk also. Sorry, man. Let me see on YouTube if there's any other questions. I'm sorry if you did answer, but I asked you what you meant by leaking oil. I did answer, so it's a joke. BMWs are known for leaking oil. So when I have my BMW steering wheel, and obviously it's a BMW steering wheel, and it had a BMW logo, it's just a joke that it used to make my simulator leak oil. Might be a dad joke. You never found an S60R I like in Assetto Corsa. Dude, there is one, Geo. In my link tree, you can find one. And another way, I'm going to show you right now because we have a couple more minutes here. Where is mine? There. So if you type on Google, go on Google and type Volvo S60R Patreon. Volvo S60R Patreon. The first one here is a Volvo S60R. This is a good model, and it's drives fairly well. It has a good interior. I think they used the Forza Horizon 4 base for it, but it's a pretty good model, and it's free here. So even though it's on Patreon, it's free. So I do recommend that one. Play BeamNG, it's perfect. Yes, I play BeamNG on Saturdays usually. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for answering. S60R was your first car. Wow, your first car? Nice, Gio. I bought my first S60R in 2021. It was my dream car in 2005, but I didn't have the money to buy one. Yeah, so this is the one I would recommend. Yeah, I do link it on my link tree. LOL, I missed that leaking oil joke. Very accurate. Luckily, my 2021 hasn't started yet. My 2016 3 Series is holding up as well. Yeah, I mean it's a common joke by even BMW owners. But BMWs are very cool cars, very solid cars. I'm not, hating on them. It's just a joke. 2004 BMW X5 or 2005 BMW E46. Yeah, you got to fix the oil pump before anything. Oh, rebuilt in 2011. Oh, Manny. Oh, man. Yeah. Mine is in pretty good shape on the exterior and the interior, but the engine is busted. I got to change the engine. The previous owner tuned the crap out of it, and that is, that's sad. The rod bearings spun. Let me close the game here. Guys, I have to go. Unfortunately, I have to go. But I will be back tomorrow with more. And tomorrow is Euro Truck Simulator Day. Then on Friday, we'll be back in American Truck Simulator. And on Saturday, we're going to be driving whatever the heck we want in Assetto Corsa, BeamNG, and other games. So I do hope that you had fun today as much as I did. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you did not like the live stream yet, come on, there's 98 people there. You can like pretty quickly, won't hurt you. And tomorrow, we'll see you again. Stay safe, guys. Have an amazing day. Love you, and see you on the next live stream.